the top down. Oh.
So once the top is down, there are a couple of trim pieces to put on the rear to make sure it looks tidy.
Right, we'll try again then, shall we? So now that you're acquainted, let's get her out on the open road.
So let's see what she drives like. This is a 5 litre V8, 410 brake horsepower. Now that's 25 down from the equivalent in the US market. So same car, manufactured in the same place, only to get the steering wheel on this side they had to modify the exhaust manifold. So they needed the space. 25 horses went. I can't imagine that you'd really miss them. It's fast enough for the type of car that it is. It's not the most engaging of drives, I've got to say, but it just feels so nice to drive, especially on a nice day with the top down.
Now it's worth noting that this particular car doesn't have the Magna-Ride spec. I think it's around about a £1,600 option, which is apparently very important to improve the handling, especially for UK roads.
So it's got an auto gearbox, of course. To be honest, I'm not even sure they do a manual. They do a 2.3 litre EcoBoost for senseless people. I don't know why you'd want a Mustang with a 2.3 litre engine. Imagine what the Americans would make of that. You've not got the V8? No, you can't be doing with it. You're going to go for a Mustang, you have to have the V8. End of. So, are you bothered about 0 to 60 time on a car like this? Probably. It's 4.8 with a top speed of 248 kilometers per hour. That's 155 miles per hour. Everything seems limited to that these days. So we also have on this a Brembo brake calipers, 6 piston with vented discs, so it does stop quite well. It's not the lightest car, so it does need good brakes. So the eagle-eyed amongst you might notice this is the Shadow Edition. So what do you get with the Shadow Edition? Stripes, that's what you get. So you'll note the black stripes on the bonnet, on the sides, the bottom of the doors. You've also got black badging. So the pony is black. The 5.0 litre is black. That's pretty much it. Let's ooh, yes. I love it. It's got a premium shaker sound system. 12 speakers, don't you know, with an 8-inch sub in the boot. It's like being 19 again. Other luxuries include heated and cooled seats, leather as well, of course. I'm sorry, I've just got to drop it down a gear again. Listen to that noise. Every time. It's glorious. Everybody should have a V8 in their lives. Everybody. Including me. Why have I not got a V8? Throttle response is always something that I look for in a car. You know, when you put your foot down, just how quickly does it start moving forward. So we'll have a test of that in a sec. Behind all of these tractors and combine harvesters. Thank you, kind sir. I want the power now. Pretty good. Definitely better than my Jag. So there are a variety of what they call track apps installed on this car. One of which may invalidate your warranty. The launch control. So I know a lot of launch controls can burn the clutches out if you do it more than once, and sometimes they give you, you know, a few bites at the cherry. But wow, these tractors are slow. We've just pulled over for no word of a lie about 2 minutes, and we've caught them up again. So slow. I think it's the combine harvester that's holding the tractor up, actually. Whoa. Smell food, everybody's having a barbecue. I want sausages. So when you drive this car, you've got to think about its competitors. It doesn't really have any. I mean, the only thing you can really compare it to is a BMW M4 convertible, which is a lot more expensive. I mean, you can pick these up brand new from around the £40,000 mark at the minute. Loose chippings, which is very, very cheap for what you get. I mean, yes, some of the materials in here aren't quite as fancy as you get in a German rival. I mean, these plastics are straight out of a KA. But it does have a certain level of refinement that you don't get in most Fords. It's V8 time. It does feel quite big to drive. You don't so much feel low down, but that bonnet really does feel vast. Visibility when you got the top down is fantastic, but out the front, yeah, it feels big. Let's see what the road holding is like. Yeah. When you go around an island, the throttle's quite jerky. I think in sport mode, every little minuscule movement of your foot means big things for propulsion. So when you go around an island and your foot can't be quite so steady, you do get a bit of, you know, jerkiness. Here's a real head turner. Everybody turns to look at it. Kids, adults, pensioners. It's just a bit different. Yeah, you get convertibles, but you don't get many convertible Mustangs. Not in the UK. Sorry, I can't say that. That's trademark Jeremy Clarkson. So the Mustang's been in the UK since 2015. Very little has changed over that time. There are some fairly major modifications this year, actually. Hopefully I'll get a chance to drive the new Mustang very soon. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this one though. I really like it. I mean, what's not to like about this engine? I mean, the 5 litre V8 is one of the most iconic engines. It just does the business. So I could go into all of the techie bits on the centre console, but I don't think that's what you really want to see, do you? You just want to see me drop it down a gear and floor it, don't you? Okay. Every time I can't help but laugh every time. There's just a noise that instantly puts a smile on your face. I have to say, I've driven one of these a couple of years ago in Las Vegas, which was an epic day. But it's just as good in the UK. It's just as good. I'm having just as much fun on these Derbyshire roads as I was in Red Rock Canyon, because it still does this. So if you're lucky enough to be considering a Mustang, it's definitely something you need to take for a test drive, because yes, they look nice, yes, they sound nice, and you may have read reports about they don't handle amazingly well. They do lack feel that you get in a lot of German cars, but the theatre, that X factor that I look for in a car, this has in abundance. It really does. So if you're looking for something to put a smile on your face, then look no further.
So that's it for the review of the 2018 Mustang 5 litre V8. I hope to get my hands on the revised 2018 model very soon, and I'll be able to show you the differences between the two.